No tractors, no tools, and $0 to start. That's exactly how it all began. Farming Genius and I landed in no man's land, and our main task is to construct a really large farm, specifically focusing on gold mining as its very foundation. We were selling wood, mowing grass, and continually upgrading our equipment more and more, until we reached the point where we managed to open a gold factory and the real adventure began. It's high time for a well-deserved rest. We're going to sleep. A new day had just dawned, and we immediately got to work. While Farming Genius was busy taking goods to the shop and making us money, I quietly did some shopping of my own. I got myself a set of class mowers that are a perfect fit for my tractor. To not waste any time, I went straight to the meadow and started mowing. We've only just started the new day, and we already have 136,000 euros in our account. I've finished the mowing now, but we can't just leave this grass scattered all over the field, can we? It needs to be gathered, and I won't waste a single moment. I am immediately attaching our massive windrower to accomplish this task. Watching the grass settle into those absolutely perfect lines is strangely satisfying, and what's more, it greatly facilitates the next step in the process. The baler will be able to collect it all at full speed, without missing a single spot whatsoever. The rows are all prepared, so now it's time to bring in the baler and turn all this scattered grass into something truly useful. This is exactly where all that effort with the windrower proves its worth. In no time at all, the entire field will be covered in fresh bales and will be fully prepared for the collection. Now that the bales have been pressed, we need to convert this grass into high quality silage. For that purpose, we are going to use our brand new bale wrapper, and I really must tell you, this machine is truly excellent. Its greatest asset is its incredible versatility. It truly doesn't matter what we feed it, whether it's round bales or square ones. It handles all different sizes. It can truly do anything. Before, we needed separate equipment for different types of bales, but this single wrapper takes care of absolutely everything. Look how it grabs the bales and spins them. It applies the layers of film perfectly so the fermentation can start immediately. This has been one of our most profitable investments. It saves us time, saves our nerves, and guarantees the best possible product for all of our animals. And now for a complete change of scenery. We're swapping the open fields for the deep forest because it's time to supply our furniture factory. To accomplish this task efficiently, we really needed some serious equipment. Just take a look at what my partner's operating over there. This new harvester is an absolute beast of a machine. It grabs a tree, cuts it, strips the branches, and slices it into even logs in just a few seconds. Watching it work is truly mesmerizing. It clears the forest at an incredible pace, and I'm finding it quite challenging to keep up with this magnificent beast. I have an enormous forestry trailer hooked up. The capacity of this baby is truly unbelievable. It allows you to load an enormous amount of wood in just one run. This means significantly less driving back and forth. Everything speeds straight to the factory and sawmill at an absolutely blistering pace. I'm back in the field after the wheat harvest to rake the straw into neat rows, which my partner will collect with the baler in a moment. We're going to gather everything together, and then we'll sell the entire lot for a substantial profit. Looking back at our starting point, the progress we've achieved is frankly quite astonishing. Not long ago, this farm was only a fraction of what it is today. We truly started from scratch, with absolutely no equipment and no fields at all. And now, we're running a multi-industry empire. Just think about what we've accomplished in this time. We've truly mastered the gold industry, transforming raw stones and dirt into pure, highly profitable ingots. We've delved into forestry, utilizing advanced harvesters and enormous trailers to keep our very own furniture factory well supplied. We've built an enormous fleet. We have tractors, mowers, combine harvesters, and all that good stuff. Everything one could possibly wish for, but enough of this boasting. We're just finishing up gathering all this straw, then selling it all to the buyer, so we can finally get some well-deserved rest before moving on to the next workday. We earned 20,000 euros from selling all the collected bales, and now we're going straight to bed. Welcome back to the farm. A brand new day awaits us, and we're kicking it off at full speed because we have two absolutely massive wheat fields that need to be harvested right away. I'm really pushing this machine to its absolute limit, but as I gaze upon the vast acres we still have left to harvest, I'm beginning to realize something profoundly important. This combine harvester served us well for a long time and was a great investment back in the day. But truly, our farm has expanded immensely, making this current setup a bit too small for our needs. We're working faster and faster, we have more and more land, and the sheer size of the grain fields we have to cut is beginning to truly outgrow our current equipment. It's starting to become quite frustrating, as this equipment is really hindering our progress. We definitely need more speed, a wider header, and a much bigger tank to keep things flowing smoothly without all these constant stops. I guess it's officially time to search for a successor, something larger, faster, and more powerful to truly keep pace with our growing ambitions. But for now, we have to finish what we started with what we've got. The harvest is progressing as efficiently as possible, but now we're on to the most gratifying part. Emptying out the warehouses and preparing to sell every single thing we've successfully grown and produced on the farm. From factory goods to the crops from our greenhouses, everything is getting loaded up. We have a lot of frozen capital in these crates and pallets. Now it's time to turn all this hard work into hard cash. After seeing how slow our equipment is, every single penny from this massive sale is going straight into the fund for a new combine harvester. It's a massive logistical operation to gather all this inventory and transport it to the point of sale. But watching that balance climb higher and higher truly makes it all worth every single moment. We must be strategic about where and when we sell to extract the absolute best prices possible. The goal is simple: to maximize profit, stabilize the budget, and bring us closer to our dream upgrade. I've made it to the shop and I'm selling all these pallets, and almost 100,000 euros just hit the account. At last, I can finally reveal the newest addition to our fleet. Take a look at this massive brand new cotton harvester. Perhaps not what you were anticipating, but it is entirely different from anything else we've operated on our farm up to this point in time. We didn't show you this before, but Farming Genius did a great job preparing the ground and seeding this field with cotton. And now it's my turn to harvest and consolidate all of this. We are venturing into a completely new market today. Cotton is a high-value product, and I genuinely hope this yield proves as profitable as gold for us. It's truly fascinating to observe this harvester meticulously collecting the cotton and expertly forming these enormous weighty bales. It's a complex process, but this machine makes it look easy. We are literally weaving the future of this farm right here. Let's see how many bales we can get from this field and if the investment pays off like we expect. While the cotton harvest is underway, I can't forget about our other sources of income. Biogas plants need to be constantly supplied. For them, a steady influx of silage is vital to ensure the money keeps flowing in. Thus, I promptly hopped into another tractor, hitched up the bale trailer, and headed straight to the biogas plant with a fresh shipment of silage. These are the bales we produced earlier, which have had plenty of time to ferment, thus transforming them into top-tier, high-quality silage. This is precisely what the biogas plant requires in order to generate power. And most importantly, a steady stream of income for us. Loading these bales onto the trailer isn't the most exciting job on the farm, but unfortunately, it's one of the most important parts of my daily routine. Each trip brings us closer to maximizing our daily profit. To ensure the biogas plant never stops, I'm moving right on to the next phase of operations. A facility with this capacity needs an uninterrupted supply of raw material, so I'm heading back to the meadow for some serious mowing. I am currently using the recently acquired Claas mower set, which is ideally paired with a perfectly matching Claas brand tractor. The performance is flawless, and this equipment is perfectly suited for the task. I'm working at a steady pace, trying to cover as much ground as possible. Every single inch of grass that I mow right now is future energy and future profit. To break up the routine a bit and not get bored of mowing grass, we're heading back to the cotton field to finish what we started. Working this field took some time, but it's slowly nearing completion, and soon we'll have to head to the store to sell the bale that the combine harvester will eventually produce. All the cotton is harvested, so I'm driving straight to the selling point and selling it. The tank was only about 30% full, yet we still received a decent 25,000 euros for it. Farming Genius had already sold one bale that filled the tank 100%. After the interesting experience with the cotton harvest, it's time to switch gears and get back to our roots. As I've already mentioned repeatedly, mowing the grass is the very foundation of our farm. It might sound simple, but the scale of what we need is truly enormous. Our biogas plants have incredible capacity, and the most important thing is that they never stop producing. And to maintain that steady stream of revenue, we need a huge amount of material. Fermentation runs non-stop in the background, consuming everything we feed it. We absolutely cannot afford even one day of downtime. That's precisely why I'm back in the field, pushing this tractor to mow as much land as I possibly can before the next cycle begins. This is a truly never-ending cycle of mowing, collecting, and delivering. However, that is precisely what keeps the account continuously expanding. When you're managing an industrial-scale operation such as ours, you truly grasp that grass possesses as much value as gold, provided it's managed proficiently. For now, I'm done with mowing grass, so I'm parking the tractor in our new garage. Things have changed a little bit around our farm, as you might have noticed. My helper really went all out. He spared no expense and truly decorated it to the absolute best of his ability. Once again, I found myself behind the wheel of a tractor outfitted with a windrower. We absolutely cannot tolerate any mess or miss even a blade of grass, so everything is meticulously arranged into neat, tight rows. If you look closely in the background, you'll see my helper is already driving the baler and making bales. This is precisely how a top-tier farm should function. Collaboration is fundamental. However, this is the last time we'll have to windrow grass before baling. We successfully sold off yet another batch of gold bars, and with those earnings we strategically invested in brand new cutting-edge equipment. This includes a powerful Krone self-propelled mower that precisely and automatically windrows the grass, along with a tractor-attached mower that likewise arranges the cut grass into neat rows. This innovative setup means we simply have to drive a baler through the field to efficiently collect everything. Mowing grass with two setups like this definitely makes our work easier. In a moment, this field will be full of grass bales, and I have a small favor to ask of you. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, go ahead and do that. Also, in the comments, let me know what country you're watching from and in what language you prefer. because these videos are translated and dubbed. I sincerely hope that it sounds good and is truly enjoyable for you to watch. On top of that, I've got a discount code for you to purchase either a gaming chair or an ergonomic chair similar to the one I'm currently using. Using this code, you get a 10% discount. Right now, a card will pop up in the upper right corner with a link to the video where I put this chair together and show you exactly what it looks like. Go check it out for yourselves if you want to. I just recently mentioned that the windrower would be permanently garaged and no longer needed, and I've just figured out how to make our operation even more efficient. Even though the mower puts the grass into rows, I've decided to use the powerful windrower for something else. I'm using it to combine 2 separate rows of grass into one massive gigantic mega row. By doing this, I'm literally cutting the number of passes needed for the next stage in this field by half. We won't need to drive the baler back and forth. I had to take a moment to pause and then proceeded to cut down these small trees, which are growing right in the middle of my field and truly hindering my work. I instantly took all the wood I managed to collect right to the sawmill, as it was very close by. I'm finishing up with a windrower on this field, and in a moment, I'll show you my new baler. This is a class baler that enables you to create big square bales at an incredibly fast pace. Because I double windrowed the grass, the rows are so incredibly thick and well arranged that the baler is now ejecting one bale right after another. It's almost impossible to keep up with them. It's incredible how just a few strategic changes to our process can so greatly impact comfort and the overall pace of work. Before, we were struggling with smaller equipment and so many passes. Now everything truly resembles an assembly line. This is precisely why we invest in superior technology and meticulously plan our every next move. Look at how much our farm has grown. Just look at all this stuff here. Just look at all the decorations, trees, roads, buildings, and productions. There's an abundance of everything. We truly started from absolute zero, and now we've advanced to a level where we're generating hundreds of thousands of euros daily. Within a really brief period, we've earned and invested millions of euros. Our bank account balance isn't as massive as you might assume, but that's due to our constant reinvestment strategy. Now it's time for yet another investment. We went and got ourselves some gigantic cultivators and started working on creating a new field. We're embarking on our most ambitious project to date. This field will serve as a perfect testament to our accomplishments and all that we have meticulously constructed. This is certainly no minor expansion. This is a comprehensive transformation of the entire landscape. The plan is to soon sow and harvest this entire area, using exclusively our very best equipment. But an even bigger change is on the horizon. Our faithful old combine, which has been with us through thick and thin, is officially entering retirement. It will be replaced by a fleet of new, absolutely massive and cutting-edge machines that will entirely redefine what speed and power truly mean on this farm. We are departing from outdated practices, embarking on a new era of industrial-scale agricultural cultivation. It takes a lot of effort to prepare this ground, but the vision of these new giants rolling across the field truly motivates us. Everything we've accomplished until now, the gold, the cotton, the biogas plants, all of it has led us to this very moment. The scale is growing and the stakes are getting higher. The future of this farm has never looked brighter. Get ready, because we're drawing near to the grand finale. A new massive field has been established, but prior to commencing with the seeding process, we must transport all the necessary stones to our gold factory. Our gold bar factory is the very engine that powers our account, and we absolutely cannot allow it to remain idle, not for a moment. I'm making a quick run to replenish the tanks with a fresh batch of stones and earth to keep everything moving. It takes just a few moments, yet the profit becomes truly immense once the machines begin to process it. We need every single gold bar we can possibly acquire to fully finance the massive upgrades we have meticulously planned out. Keeping the production line at 100% is the only way to stay on top of our finances while expanding the farm. It's true that it's not our sole source of income, but our initial objective was to establish a massive farm powered by a gold factory. While the gold is being produced, we can finally turn our full attention to our new territory. Farming Genius went and rented a brand new really big tractor, along with a gigantic seeder, quite possibly the absolute largest seeder that's even available within this entire game. I'm currently sitting here in the cab of this powerful green John Deere, and the view is truly spectacular. This field is gigantic, but with the help of this huge seeder, we'll have it planted in the blink of an eye. We put in a lot of hard work to be able to afford all this equipment. We started from absolutely nothing and built up a massive farm worth millions. That's a pretty big achievement in such a short time, or at least a short time for you guys. Because for me and Farming Genius, we've already clocked in dozens of hours of gameplay. I think that's a perfectly good reason to hit that subscribe button on my channel and on Farming Genius's channel. We would really appreciate it. Meanwhile, planting the soybeans is almost done. Before we delve into our colossal soybean harvesting operation, we absolutely must get the business side of the farm squared away. We've been working non-stop and our warehouses are filled to the brim. Everything we've produced recently, from towering stacks of gold bars to furniture, textiles, and silage. Everything's ready for sale. It's time to empty out the warehouses and convert all this hard work into some serious cash. This isn't just a regular sale, this is about cashing in on the entire production cycle. We want to see our balance jump to a whole new level before we start the next big project. Every single trailer that we now deliver to the shop is bringing us closer to achieving total financial freedom on this particular farm. It is incredibly satisfying to witness the fruits of our hard work finally reaching the market. Just look at all that cash rolling in. This kind of capital gives us the power to buy whatever we want, and it guarantees our expansion will be absolutely unstoppable. We can officially declare that we have indeed reached the absolute pinnacle of success on this farm. We bought 2 brand new New Holland combine harvesters with wide headers and large tanks. While they aren't the largest combines in the game, they are definitely more than sufficient for what we need. These are precisely what we've dreamed of since our very first day on No Man's Land. Of course, the combine harvesters aren't our only new pieces of equipment. To keep everything running smoothly, we also needed to buy new, very high capacity trailers to keep up with our combines. Do you recall our very first steps? Those old rusty machines barely holding together on our initial small fields? Do you remember them? Back then, it all felt like a distant dream, a hazy vision of a massive farm that has now undeniably become our reality. We went all in, committing everything to get the gold factory operational as quickly as possible, meticulously learning how to transform raw stones into pure, gleaming profit. That was the pivotal turning point. It was then that we realized we could achieve something truly significant. We've initiated gold production and a multitude of other ventures, which has allowed our farm to flourish and expand quite remarkably. Millions of euros have flowed through our account, but this is where it all ends. Please subscribe to our channels for more exciting challenges like this.